be praying. You know. Ladies and gentlemen, you can sit down. The person that wants this, his name starts with F. Ladies and gentlemen, the compare of the event, Mr. Murphy Afolato, warning. You know why I'm happy? Because he married my sister. So he can't bring anybody to this apartment. I will not open gates. Yes, and he had a lovely children together. They had a lovely children. So I'm very happy. At least I told you that years back when I came to the country, he hosted me in his house without special name. That was when he not tied okay, chairman. 6 names. Only 6 names, sir. Because we only have one. We only have one apartment to give. Because when we did that, I told you now, I said by next one we have it. That's why I'm extending it to the press. This one I'm not extending it to the press. Do you understand? It's just our special guest I'm extending it to. They're our boss. Then we can't pay them. The guest speaker, we want to take him, we take minimum of 500,000 to pay him to come and talk. He has given me, he voluntarily. You understand? Because we are working out together in project in Lagos State. So it is very good. When I said I'm in Alausa, we are always together. So I begged him and voluntarily he said he's going to do it. In fact, he changed topic more than 2 times. When he's not satisfied, we'll come to the back. I think I have to. But without wasting time, let me introduce 3 people to the item. The first person I'm going to introduce is one of my guys. He has started well. He has been in media for a while. He has been there. When you talk about #1 soft sell magazine, they are still #1. Anywhere you go, I remember some years back when I was in London. Anywhere I go, I see that magazine. It's the only magazine I can see. In soft sell magazine, I can see newspaper, but in soft sell magazine, it's the only one I can see. I'm talking about the edge of production of City Blue magazine. I like to have Bashir. Please come to the item. So let me encourage you. Yes. When you talk about production, when you see City people everywhere, that is the man, the backbone behind it. He's always with us anytime. He has been with me for years. We've been a friend. He's a senior colleague. Thank you so much for coming, sir. I appreciate you. I'm going to call another person to the high table. You come a long way. Hello? Hello? We come a long way. He's a senior colleague, he's a brother, he's a friend, he's a colleague in the entertainment industry. And when you talk about a production of an outfit too, the #1 music promoter, the #1 music company in Nigeria, in the whole Africa. I'm talking about Kenny's Music. Let's welcome Babane to the high table. That's the head of Prime Time Africa, Kenny's Music. Yes. That's the general manager. Without Babane, there is no Kenny's Music. I'm going to call in a friend of mine. When you talk about branding, yes, you talk about expert traits, you talk about speech that can motivate us very well. You talk about a colleague. No, I know him in a very short while, and he has been a very good brother. He has been sharing ideas together, and we've been a wonderful person together. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Mr. Clifford Oyewole. That is the guest speaker for today. Please encourage me. There is a place there. Yeah, welcome, sir. Then as I'm talking, a powerful man walked in silently. Yes, so he walked in silently. He always wants to be a backbencher. He always wants to come in silently. But this time around, we're going to expose him. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of this edifice. When you talk about Update Boutique, you talk about Update Property, Update Apartment, Updatevilles Apartment. my friend, my boss, my chairman. Yes, he's a wonderful man to me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome Mr. James Obi to that table. Mr. James Obi, please come to that. Even though you are going to spend 5 minutes, you must come to that table. Thank you so much, sir. When my chairman is doing business, that's where he's new. But when he's not doing business, he's always shy. Yes. Mr. Wahab, Mr. Jacob, please, anytime you find yourself in Oba, please, opposite Excellence Hotel, by Yaya Bakon Junction, you see a big boutique, Update boutique. So please patronize us. Yes, that is the money we use to put this building down. So patronize us more. We can have more of this. Yes, so then she has been performing wonders when she was doing it, and she has been working independently and doing wonderfully. Let me introduce Elizabeth. Please come around, just pray. Thank you so much. And my wonderful security.
I'm the owner of Updatevilles. For simple fashion, I do better places. I welcome you all, in my Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You're welcome. You can see this period of season that many people are on the welcoming. I believe you will have a little patience with us so that more is coming. Thank you.
Let them know what we are doing. Let them know why we decided to bring a service apartment to the mainland. And so far, we are rising, we are growing every second, every day. Because we decided to devote ourselves to bring the best services to the public. So far, because this place was opened in June, and so far we will not regret opening this place. Despite the challenges that we have in the country, we thank God. God has been with us, God has blessed us. What we just need is the support of everybody. Everybody's support is needed in this life. I mean, whatever you are doing, even though in our different homes, talk less of when we have edifice like this or we are doing this kind of business, we need support of everybody. And they can't know us except we get closer to the press. We get closer to the media. They can spread it for us. Some of them have a lot of followers. Individual bloggers, magazines, and so many people. They have different people. So they have different supports, different followers. That is why we decided to have a rapport with the media. We are going to ask so many questions. But before you ask questions, we are going to have an interview where we go to the apartment. We have 1 and 2 bedroom here. We are going to go to the apartment so that you see what are people write. So that by the time we come back, we are telling you, you know what you are writing about. You know that we are not just making out. At least if we are not wanted, we are 100% okay in this business. You understand? If anybody wants to beat us, I can beat my chest that look, maybe you go to Ireland. Yes, maybe you go to Ireland. But as far as mainland is concerned, I'm not saying there is nobody that can do competition with us in service apartment. Then you will try before you meet us up. And we try to maintain and keep it clean every time, every day. So that's it. So we're going to have a bit of 2 or 3 minutes while we all move. They will now come back and start the lecture and then come back. But we want people to see it physically. So I'm going to take you to 1 and 2 bedrooms of what we have. Then the press will follow us. So we'll see what we are talking about. Now before we move, a gentleman, a brother, a friend, a colleague, my landlord.
Yes, ma'am.
So we can go around. This is the 2-bedroom apartment that we have. So for those of us who have been here before, you can see what we have. But those of us who are coming in for the first time, this 2-bedroom apartment, it has a guest toilet. So when you have guests, you don't need to You don't need to come. Your guest doesn't need to come to your apartment. You know.
To your bedroom.
To your bedroom, yes. Sorry. So that's the toilet, guest toilet. Then we can go to the rooms one after the one. So this is one of the rooms. This is one of our rooms. That is his own toilet and beds too. So there's the second room. The one make us stand out is the world class.
You cook for yourself.
We don't have food, but we can get it. We have enough that will call if you don't want to cook yourself.
What about swimming pool?
No, we don't have a swimming pool. It's strictly a service, private service apartment. So it comes with, a set of glass cups, spoons, plates of your own. And then we have a scaler that can take anything you are cooking out so that you won't disturb any guests that you have in the apartment. And we have modern washing machine. We have microwaves. We have oven. The one who make it special is all our TVs are there. You can watch internet on it, and we have internet facilities when you come to our building. And then we make our artwork standard. It's a standout. The artwork are always unique when you see it. And what makes us special is that the interior you are going to find here is different from the one you are going to see in another room. But from here up, it's 2-bedroom apartment. So we have 6 2-bedroom, 6 apartments, 6 units of 2-bedroom, and we have 3 units of 1-bedroom. So what makes us unique is that when you go to some apartments, it's the same interiors and every other thing. But what we are going to find here is different from what we are going to find here. Different from what we are going to find in another 2-bedroom. So that's why we refer ourselves as home away from home, because we find out that most of our clients, instead of them spending 2 days, they end up spending 1 week, more than that, because they feel more comfortable. You understand? An example is we still have some people in the apartment. We told them to dress up and come around so that they can say some things themselves, so that I won't know. I mean, you will not think that maybe we are trying to exaggerate, because we have some guests that they just intend to spend 1 night. They are just coming from party. For the past 4 days, they just want to spend 1 night, and they feel more comfortable. So that's how we want it. That's how we pray. And we cannot spread this thing without the participant of the press and the brand ambassadors among us. So please feel comfortable and relax yourself here. I know 2 or 3 people have started relaxing. Then you have to leave this apartment and go to another one. Yes. So this is 1-bedroom apartment. Don't mind what you see on the ground, just ignore. So what makes it different is just room size.
Room size.
This is 1 room and the other one is 2. But the sitting room, the kitchen, the rooms are the same. They are the same. They have the same guest toilet, the same set of TVs, different artwork anyway. Maybe that's what makes it different. But they are all same in terms of size. I think it's one I need now.
Yeah.
See him, sir. Tell me. That is a So, and the kitchen is the same thing. So we have 1 and 2 bedroom. We don't have 3 bedroom here. We only have 1 and 2 bedroom. So this is what we have here. Then we have this 1 bedroom. We have 3 of it. From here up, the remaining ones are occupied. So and some, even all the other 2 bedrooms are occupied. So we have this remaining. So
thank God for making us grow. So we need your support. So when we get to question and answer, we'll ask whatever we want to ask. Yeah.
A strategist. He wants to tell us how we all can strategize in our different businesses, especially when it comes to customer service satisfaction. He is a guru in that area. And our guest speaker for today, let me just, because I have the mic, I can order anybody to be upstanding with my mic. If President Buhari was to be here today with my mic, he has to obey me. So, Mr. Deko Iwole, can you bend the pizza? Let's encourage him, please. Like I said, a strategist and a consultant. That is what we can call it. If I have to go through what we have here in this red every, I will believe we will not be able to live here until late in the evening. But let me just tell us that he is the founder and the principal consultant at Sentinel Consulting from 2015 till date. And he has been the podcast host for the Q podcast, the customer experience conversation. Like I said, when it comes to customer service, he's a guru in that area. He has started doing that, and he also runs television and radio pundits on local international media platforms from 2019 till date. He has a Bachelor of Engineering from Covenant University. Imagine, an engineer running customer service. Is he using spanners or what? But that is what this present era has turned us into. You go into the banking industry, you see microbiologists, biochemists. You see, so many of them, they are not into that field you saw them running now. But because they went to develop themselves, they asked themselves that what can we do better? How can I do things better? So that is why we have people like them in different fields for now. So the skills he has with him. Branding. Anything branding, you can call him. Even himself can say he's a brand on himself. Strategic thinking and execution, corporate training, computer literacy, and he does project management tools very well. And he's a strong communicator. You will see that from me here this afternoon. So please, let's make welcome into our list, Mr. Deko Iwole. Welcome, sir.
Today I'm talking about brand positioning, service apartments as the future of the hospitality industry. And either we like it or not, what we have here today is the future of the hospitality industry. Yes, the hotels, they will still be there, but this is the future. So if you're an investor out there, you want to invest into properties, this is the kind of business to invest in. And we'll be hearing the reasons in a couple of minutes that we'll have to share. Like I said, brand positioning for this particular industry. And I'll be talking about two cardinal pillars that we'll be looking at. The first one will be excellence, and the second one will be about customer experience. And of course, you're not surprised that I'll be talking about that today. But first, I'll be looking at the issue of branding. And for me, like I like to say, your brand is what people say it is, and not what you defend it to be. So for me, that is branding. Because For the longest time, you see people say, oh, I have this business, this is what our brand is about. And then when you engage customers, or you engage people who have engaged their brand, they say something different. A very good example is you have someone who owns an airline, or they're an executive at an airline, and you give them some feedback and say, bros, this and this are the challenges we've had with your airline. No, say, my brother, it's not the case. This particular airline, this is what we do, this is what we're about. It's obvious that person isn't listening, because your brand is how people perceive it, not what you say it is. Because in the end, you are not there in business to service yourself. You are there to service the public. You are there to service the external community. And if they say your brand is X, and you're insisting it is A, trust me, your brand is X. But moving on to the pillars of what we'll be looking at today. Number one, like I said, will be excellence. And I'm glad that we had the tour before having this particular conversation. And you will agree with me that with what we have here at Updatevilles, excellence has been truly shown. Can we agree? Yes. Can we give them a round of applause? And in case you think I'm being patronizing, for me, this is how I define excellence in business. Now, excellence in business is if your brand, your business model, your structure, your infrastructure, basically everything that makes your business, if you can replicate it on a global scale and it is still sellable. This is what I mean. If we move this entire compound, and I mean compound, not just the building now, even from where we're standing right now, if we move this entire compound to New York, of course this is the general. But if we move this entire compound to New York, the question is, will it sell? And the answer is yes. Except if you have any contrary opinions of that, you can tell me the reason why it won't sell. Because what you have here is excellent. It is something that is scalable on a global level. So if you have a business or you have a brand and it doesn't have a global outlook, then I believe you are starting to negotiate what excellence is, and maybe you are a bit of a mediocre. So it isn't about the fancy furniture. If you go into a property and you want to know if everything has been done excellently well, what you need to look at the finishes. Look at the window sills, look at the doors, look at the angles, look at the corners. Are they properly finished? Look at the tiles, are they properly aligned? That is how you will know excellence. It isn't about building a fantastic structure, having beautiful paints. You go in there, you see 55-inch TV that can watch Netflix on. No, that's not excellence. Excellence is in the little details. It is in the little things. And trust me, you will agree with me that in this particular facility, they haven't spared anything with regards to excellence. Everything was well thought out and everything was well executed. So yes, we have looked at excellence as part of what your brand should be identified with. Now I'll move on quickly to customer. More time about on the particular subject of customer experience is, in recent times, we've had a lot of challenges with a lot of businesses and even with customers when we engage them. So I've been doing this for the better part of a decade, and in recent times we have found that a lot of businesses that do complain, now not just Nigeria, globally, a lot of businesses that complain that they have certain challenges. Business isn't moving well, and then some of them will say it's inflation, some of them will say it's the economy. We have had conversations and we have asked questions, and then we have found that the major challenge they had is they were not able to deliver positive customer experience to their customers. Because in the end, when your customer isn't satisfied with your service or with your product, they don't come back. They don't only just don't come back, they also discourage people from engaging your business. And then you say it is village people. It is not village people. Well, except maybe you are a village person that is involved in your own particular case. But we have found that in recent time, it has been a repetitive occurrence that it is a problem. So we said, you know what, we will focus a lot of our conversations, especially in our organization, to address this particular issue of customer experience. We must be able to deliver positive customer experience to our customers. And how do we do that? Very simple. Meeting expectations. This is what I mean. Every customer that engages your brand, that engages your business, they approach your business with an expectation. Your brand is here. Where expectation, when you're able to meet those expectations, you can say you're giving them a positive customer experience. Yes or no? Yeah. It's as simple as that. That is all you need for customer experience. And like we tell, when we do the formal trainings, we have the slides and all. But when I have informal conversations, I tell people this. I say, customer experience isn't very deep, especially when you come from an environment like this. Number one, to deliver proper customer experience, I tell people home training. And then they wonder, what do you mean by home training? And then I ask them, now you're an adult, but maybe when you were younger, or in the December period, a lot of people travel to their hometown, in your father's house. If a stranger walks in or a visitor walks in, what do? You preach them. Fantastic. So a customer walks into your business and then you think it's the problem to fix. You see where the conversation around home training comes in. Because we have found that a lot of businesses these days take customers for granted. And either way you like it, we are human beings and we have fundamental needs. Aside from the fact that we are paying for a service or paying for a product, a human being has certain needs, which includes we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to feel important. It is a basic human need. Because until I feel special, I will not part with my money. And you also need to understand that I am not obligated to patronize your business. I'm not obligated to engage your brand in any way, shape, or form. So, I mean, it's 2022, except maybe you are in the business of selling oxygen that is free out there. I don't think there's any business that can claim a serious monopoly of anything. So that means that for whatever business or industry you are in, you have competitors. So if I do not engage your brand, it means my money is going to your competitor. It's just very simple. And then you sit back and complain that certain factors are responsible for your business not moving forward. But very quickly, I would want to address a few things with the conversation around customer experience. Now, all the key factors to consider for customer experience, one is convenience. And what is convenience in this conversation? Convenience with regards to the customer experience conversation has to do with what saves your customer time and money. If it doesn't save your customer time and money, it isn't convenient. And if you are not selling me convenience, why should I engage your brand? I mean, at the point of having just one transaction, why do I need to finish that transaction? Why do I need to go ahead with that transaction? And if peradventure, maybe I have paid you, and then I have found that your services were not convenient, I will definitely not be coming back. Because there are over 1,001 businesses begging for my attention, begging for my money. And everything is out there these days. Everything is online. There's practically nothing you want to buy out there that you cannot get online, that you cannot make inquiries about. So it is important that we understand that one of the cardinal rules of customer experience is convenience. And convenience is what saves your customer time. They said we're going to disrupt the hospitality industry and take business away from the hotels. People said, okay. So the model is you have regular folks, they have homes of different sizes, different shapes, different parts of the world. They sign on, you are in your city, you're in your town, and then you need somewhere to stay. You can always go there, pay a fee, and stay there. You have full access to practically everything in the house. But in recent times, the stock of Airbnb has been crashing. The last time they peaked very well was last year, October 2021. Since last year October, it came down a bit, went up a bit in January, and it's been going down. This is what happened. In the last couple of months, customers have been complaining about the different rules and restrictions with how they have been engaged with the different Airbnb facilities that they've been using. So this is what I mean. So you go to somebody's house, maybe somewhere in the US, maybe in Philadelphia. You go there, when you're leaving, you're expected to mow the lawn, you're expected to wash the sheets. Even if you don't wash the sheets, when you load it in the washing machine, you load the dishwasher, and people are saying, you know what, why do I have to pay to come and repeat house chores that I do in my house? That what's the sense in that? And if you don't do that, there is a penalty that you get to pay for everything you don't do. So you don't mow the lawn, you pay a certain amount. You don't wash the dishes, you pay a certain amount. You don't clear the bed sheet, you don't lay the bed, there's a certain amount. Maybe you mistakenly spill something, you pay a certain amount. And then people are looking at these numbers and saying, you know what, why don't I go back to the hotels? Why don't I go back to the hotels? This is where the disconnect has come from with customers and Airbnb, which is why I said it's the future of the hospitality industry. Why their stock has been crashing. Still crashing as I'm speaking now. And that is an entire business that has a global model, a global reach. I mean, there are Airbnbs in Lagos, I believe you know that. There are Airbnbs in Lagos, you go to Dubai, you go to New York, you go to California, everywhere, practically everywhere you go, there are Airbnbs. But we have found that, especially in 2022, people have started to have this singular comfort that the comfort they came for and the intimacy they came for may have been there, but the option of being served is not there, and they are having to replicate all the things they would have done at home. So the question is, why am I coming to pay to do what I've been doing in my house? I'm not just staying in my house and be washing my dishes and be doing all of that. So that is where this business comes in, and we must understand, like I said earlier, that your brand is what people say it is and not what you defend it to be. So when your brand, which is this particular business and this particular industry, if it is tied around excellence, which is what we have here now, and it's tied around sound customer experience principle, it is what the brand will be known for, it is what the industry will be known for, and people will trust businesses like this and always engage businesses like this, no matter where you are in the world. So that's why I said I will also be touching on customer experience, because it is most centered around trust. Now, you can say that you have a fantastic logo, you have a fantastic building, that gets people through the door. But what makes people stay is how they engage with you right from the reception. Then they are interested to take another look. Then they go in there and say, oh, you know what, I'm not even going to my house again. But what happens during their stay? Do they feel seen? Do they feel heard? Do they feel special? Of course, there will be maybe one or two challenges. Of course, I mean, this is Nigeria, for example, there's more lights. And then the power goes out, and then immediately the gen comes up. And maybe for some reason, maybe the gen is a bit wonky. You're able to communicate with them effectively, because part of customer experience is also being proactive. So maybe before power even goes out, and you already know that gen is wonky, you let them know that, okay, you know what, please when the power goes, within like 10 minutes, please bear with us, within like 10 minutes to get the power back on. Please be patient with us, bear with us, you have the power back on, ACs, everything will be working very fine. Those are the things that your brand will be remembered for. Those are the things that your business and industry will be remembered for. And I believe that this is a very critical time for this particular business and the industry to be able to set the tone and let people know what they stand for. That we stand for excellence and we stand for sound customer experience. Because anything outside those two pillars, it will be a big shake, and then we don't want to end up with people giving all the money to the hotels, because whether you like it or not, hotels today around the world are practically institutions. They aren't going anywhere. As much as the Airbnbs and the other businesses are saying they want to disrupt it, but the fact remains, people still want an intimate setting where they can come with their family, where they can come with their friends, and be able to do things their own way. At the same time, having the option of being served. I mean, I'm aware that if you come in here, they want to clean the room and all of that. You have the option of saying you don't want them to come. You want to clean it yourself. You don't have that at an Airbnb. You lose people, you will mop. Airbnb, you do all the chores. So that is that bridge, and we need to be able to manage customer expectations and identify what they are per time. Because at the first night they come here, the expectation may just be somewhere comfortable to lay their head. The morning after, that is no longer the expectation. The expectation may be they want something from you, maybe they want the place cleaned. So at every given time, we must be able to identify and manage customer expectations so that we do not have any fallout with them, we do not have any negative feedback. Because data has shown that 90% of customers will not complain if they have a negative customer experience with you. The other 10%, I fall in love with that 10%. I have a problem with your brand and you tell me. Now, how you choose to receive it, that's up to you. But data has also shown that out of those 90% that will not tell you that they have a problem with your brand, will go about telling people that they have a problem with your brand. They will market your brand for you. And then you are here spending money on social media, spending money on different platforms, and wondering why you aren't getting any serious conversion. Another wonderful thing about customer experience is you get to have unpaid marketers. Now let's take a look around. We're like 20 people here. So imagine maybe we pair up and everyone takes each room here. We all have fantastic experiences. 20 people. There is a strong possibility that at least half of us will tell people about this, yes? Now, people will always come here because they heard it from me personally, because I know you personally. Because data has also shown that people respond to customer feedback a lot better when it comes from people they know one-on-one, as opposed to what they see on social media, on billboards, on traditional media. I will explain it. So we have businesses today, Facebook ads, Twitter ads, social media ads, and they're having issues with conversion. If they have 10 sound customers, those 10 sound customers will drive serious traffic for them. Because I would rather believe Mr. Aki if he tells me the facility is good, or if he tells me a brand or product is good, as opposed to what I look at on my phone and I cannot verify what is going on there. So you have unpaid marketers when you get customer experience right. So either way for you, it is a win-win. Because one, they get to come back. Two, they get you more people. And you've not done anything different. So it is as cheap as can be. And either you like it or not, going back to excellence. So you know that the same amount to cost you to do things excellently, the same amount to cost you to do it in a mediocre way. So if this particular wall get a paint, it depends on how you go about using the paint very well. It will determine the outcome. It's still one bucket. If you choose to use 1 cup of it, you painted it now. It should come out like this, will it? But if I bought out one bucket of paint, you can't return it back to the seller and say, Bros, it was 1 combo of paint I used after it. Take the remaining and give it to me. It's costing the same amount. You would have paid the painter the same amount for this wall. Yes or no? But he did a rubbish job for you. He's not going to charge you for using 1 coat of paint instead of using 5 coats of paint. You are paid for it. So in the end, it costs the same thing to do things excellently and doing it in a mediocre way. So either way we like it, we must look at these things in strong perspectives to understand that the strong pillars we need to build our brand, especially in this particular business and industry, to gain the trust of customers and potential customers, is excellence and customer experience. Thank you.
see many places. I do this guy many. I'm trying to put something in many so that people will see that everything in other people right many. That's the reason why I do this here. About the security, I can see we are being secure. Starting from the gate. How many hours in the night they can take over the district? All my girls, I think of 80% of I cannot give 100%. The only thing I do 100%. I give 80% of the they are fully loaded. Thank you.
What I want to make is the same reaction we all got when we went in. Literally protest my earlier point about excellence. Because many people will say, this one is on the mainland, it's not on the island. Because that is what people have associated that part of the city. So you then see how it fits into my definition of excellence. That if it's not something you can replicate anywhere else in the world, then it is mediocre.
You know, when I travel outside the country, I don't stay in a hotel. I stay in an apartment. Because I'm a type person that I don't do anything. I like the time I'm here, like I said. So when I come back to Nigeria, so I know that there are people that are going to I can do this here right now. So that I can enjoy what people are enjoying outside the country. That is my main reason to having this here. Thank you.
Very considerate. Because if you look at the structures in the mainland or what the price of cement, everything is doing, and you can put this edifice down. You won't go less than 100,000 for one bedroom. But for the past 3 months, the chairman decided, even though as the conductor, I told him I can't do this place at this price. Chairman said, relax. I know where I'm going to. I know my target. And he always mentioned something. He said, look, I want corporate length. I don't want any person. You know guys we are referring to. He said he wants corporate people. So if it's going to take him more than 6 months to get the corporate people, he doesn't mind. And we've been getting it. 70% of our present guests are referrals. I swear. Because we don't have much publicity. The little we organized today, I know how much it cost us. I know how much I've added apart from the company. Because I don't want to do things in just outreach. I want to do it at 50. So the 1 bedroom is going for 60,000. Wow. 60,000 per night. Wow. For per night, 60,000. White 2 bedroom is going for 80,000. But we'll give one more discount depending on how many days you are spending. Do you understand? Even though chairman go as far as giving it out on almost 30-40% discount. So people always get it maybe for 50-55. You understand? Until this December when everything rises up. So we need to go back. Averagely 50-60,000 you get our 1 bedroom combination. And it's all inclusive. You don't need to watch anything, everything is there. We have 24 hours cleaner, security, everything. I won't make us stand out like you say. It's the environment. Even though most of the places you find service apartment in Lekki, are based on use of just the road or the other. It's not always a private estate. And then when you come back from anytime from 7 p.m., you will think maybe you are going to Hilton estate because we have various set of securities, armed securities, and they always patronize. Even though this was put up during around 2 a.m., we started this place 2 a.m. doing all this decoration. We didn't sleep. Do you know around 3:30 German? All the security they challenge us. They came and they challenged us, 2 of us armed. What are we doing? We are working now. But presently I know one person out of them and they feel comfortable and they left. So in terms of security we stand out. And out of that 70, 40% are abroad people. They recommend.
Because I can remember the first week we opened this place, 2 of our guests are foreigners, and they end up spending 1 week. They want to spend 3 days, but they end up spending 1 week and comfortability. And they are the one that has been marketing abroad for us. So we always get referral. So referral is 70% of our pay. Yes. So we have opportunity today. My chairman will continue building. He's ready. You don't have any fear. You know he's an Igbo man. Where Igbo man will not put his money, where he will not get profit. So either he likes it or not, he knows what he's doing. But the only thing I'm going to appreciate about him is that when you talk about cleanliness, neatness is number 1. And that is why my spirit goes with him. Because I don't go with my neatness. I don't go with my cleanliness. We go to our environment. The chairman comes during the day. He can come here 10 times a day. He do it as exercise. He will leave his job and come here. If you see any client, he will follow the client. He will not describe who. He will follow, he will bring the client by himself. He will humble himself. And then he will, when he sees something, he will be cleaning the wardrobe by himself. Because he told me that when anytime he goes abroad, he always buy his own private bedsheet. Despite they have a very good bedsheet too, he will buy his own bedsheet. They will change it for him. When he's going, he will leave it there. So he brings that. He now meets me as a very clean person. We march together and we are getting it. So we stand out very, in terms of quality, in terms of price, we stand out. And then we continue to build this ecosystem more and more. Because the mistakes that we see here, we'll not do it to the next one, we'll correct it to the next one, we'll correct it to the next one, and bring it to the merits. So that's, I think I've answered all the questions.
Updatevilles. At Updatevilles, when you go to Instagram, the same thing on Facebook, you get us there. We're only 24 hours because we have a media person that is only the online person doing it. So we cannot be everywhere. So we always do it, we give it out. They always come every week to get more content from us. And one of the essence of organizing something like this is because we want to spread that. We can't do it alone. We can't say because we have one person online managing our blogs, then we're not going to invite individuals. We are joking. But the fact that Indomie that is still doing adverts, we'll continue doing adverts. We'll never stop. I don't joke with all these things we are saying. If you go to hotel to entry, if you go to all the hotel facilities in Africa and Nigeria, we are registered there. Just Google it, you see it there. What we need to work on now, we are working on it, is our website to get ready fully. Because we just don't want to go into all this substandard website. We want a full website. And we are just starting. We are not up to a year yet. But we bless God that we are growing faster. So by the time we are celebrating our 4th year anniversary, we'll bring everybody here. We'll celebrate in a very large way. You understand? And we all enjoy.
About commission for agents.
Yes, the agents, that one we don't joke with it. 30% of our clients are being here is being bring by agents. So any agent you bring, you get 5% of total back money they pay. If they pay for 1 week, you understand? But what we always do for agents, we don't give them discount. If you give agent discount, we won't be able to give you your own percentage. You understand? And some of the clients, some of the agents, they told us if I own the 60,000, they had their 5,000 on it. So you understand? Because half of them, 50% of them, those clients, we don't know them, they know them. So they pay directly into the agent's account, and then the agent transfer to our official account. Will be remit to us immediately. Before we issue receipt, before we issue the apartment, we must remit to our company's account, and that's the best. If you come as a stranger and you bring a client for us, instantly you never want to see a large bank within 5-10 minutes. I trust chairman to transfer your percentage to you. So 5%. Anybody bring a client, you get your 5% instantly.